So in other words, you admit now that you had 49%, you owned 49% of AMCARA. Ilang set ang nabenta ng ABS-CBN?
Nasa 9 million po.
9 million sets ng ABS-CBN. Kayo po ang nagbenta ng TV Plus sa mamamayang Pilipino. Tama ho yun?
I guess kung yung tanong po, kumita ba kami sa pagbenta ng set na box? Hindi po kami kumita. We sold those boxes at cost po.
Are you still maintaining that ABS-CBN has no involvement with AMCARA? Attorney Poblador told you to answer the question, so I suppose you know what the question was.
ABS-CBN has no stake in AMCARA. The address that was indicated or read identifying the office address of AMCARA is likely from a document that was during the time when ABS-CBN had a 49% stake in AMCARA. But presently, ABS-CBN no longer has any shareholdings in AMCARA, as was stated earlier.
So in other words, you admit now that you had 49%, you owned 49% of AMCARA. For how long? From what time to what time? Would you please answer this question? Kailan nyo hinawakan ng yung AMCARA? This is only to prove the point, Mr. Chairman, that the bad faith of ABS-CBN permeates this room right now. They did not truthfully answer the questions of this representation. Hindi ho sila nagsabi ng totoo.
The ABS-CBN stake was acquired in 1996, Mr. Chairman, and was divested in January 2019.
So for a total of 23 years, ABS-CBN owned AMCARA. 49% of AMCARA Broadcasting.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And until now, may block time arrangement pa rin kayo sa AMCARA Broadcasting, which has Channel 43. The frequency Channel 43 is being utilized by AMCARA. Am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Which was lent by NTC to TV Plus to be able to broadcast the digital broadcast under TV Plus. Am I correct?
Channel 43 was assigned to ABS-CBN on a temporary basis during the time when no UHF frequency had yet been assigned to ABS-CBN. However, when Channel 16 was assigned to ABS-CBN in the year 2018, Channel 43 reverted back to AMCARA, Mr. Chairman.
So you don't hold Channel 43 anymore? AMCARA does not hold Channel 43 anymore?
It does, Mr. Chairman.
It still does?
It does, Mr. Chairman. In fact, under the provisional authority issued by the NTC to AMCARA in July 2019, it specifically identifies Channel 43 as the frequency to be used AMCARA for its digital television operations.
So anong makukuha natin dito? Para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang sabi nyo kanina, ang TV Plus, ang ginagamit nyo ngayon ay block time lang ng AMCARA dahil ang frequency ay Channel 43. Tama ba yon? Pero ang nagbenta ng TV Plus ay ang ABS-CBN. Kayo po ang nagbenta ng TV Plus sa mamamayang Pilipino. Tama ho yun?
Set-top box po. Tama po.
Set-top box, no?
Tama po.
In TV Plus. Magkano ho ang benta nyo sa TV Plus?
Sa ngayon po, it's, if I'm not mistaken, 1499, I think.
1499. Dati ho, 2,000. 1999 dati yan, di ba?
2499 yata nung nag-umpisa po.
Meron pang 2,500 pa nung simula, di ba?
249, yes po, 2499.
Ilang set ang nabenta ng ABS-CBN?
Nasa 9 million po.
9 million sets. Which means nakabenta kayo ng 18 billion worth.
Iba-ibang presyo po yan, but I guess kung yung tanong po, kumita ba kami sa pagbenta ng set na box? Hindi po kami kumita. We sold those boxes at cost po.
At cost. Wala bang BIR incidents to? Di-report nyo ba sa BIR to? Yung pagbibenta nyo ng set-top box?
I'm not sure, Mr. Chair, what taxes you refer to, but definitely I think kung sales tax and value-added tax.
VAT.
Sorry, Opo. VAT.
Nag-report kayo ng VAT dito?
Yes po.
So for 13 billion pesos, nagbayad kayo ng VAT for around 13 to 15 billion pesos, yung equivalent VAT ang binayaran nyo dyan.
I cannot attest to the 13 billion po. I don't have the exact number, but whatever the actual number is, we paid VAT on that, Mr. Chair.
O sige, checkin natin sa BIR yan, no? Kaya ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan po rito, yung relationship nyo sa AMCARA, doon ho ko papunta, no? Ang sabi kanina, kaya kayo nakakapag-broadcast, ay naka-black time kayo sa AMCARA. Na kayo rin ang may-ari ng kalahati, halos kalahati, nung araw. Tama ba yon?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I didn't understand the question.
Kayo rin ang may-ari ng 49% na AMCARA Broadcasting for a long time. For 23 years, kayo ang may-ari ng AMCARA Broadcasting.
ABS-CBN used to own, yes, Mr. Chairman, 49% of the shareholders.
49%. Tapos, kayo ang gumagamit ng frequency ng AMCARA the whole time.
On a block time arrangement, Mr. Chairman, yes.
Eh, ang claim nyo, black time. Pero actually, use of frac ang nakikita namin, hindi sa legal term. Pero sabihin natin, kayo na ang gumagamit ng pasilidad na AMCARA.
No, Mr. Chairman. ABS-CBN merely bought the airtime from AMCARA. As was stated earlier, the purchase of airtime from a broadcaster is a standard commercial activity.
Ayun ang palusot nyo. Purchase of airtime. Pero actually, gumagamit kayo ng ibang prangkisa at ang nakikinabang sa prangkisang yon ay ABS-CBN dito ho sa AMCARA Broadcasting Corporation.
No, Mr. Chairman. ABS-CBN merely buys the airtime from AMCARA. And
Sinasabi nyo sa akin, Attorney Uy, hindi kayo nakinabang kahit kailan sa facility na AMCARA Broadcasting.
No, Mr. Chairman.
O sige. Kaya ang tanong po rito, binenta nyo yung shares nyo pabalik sa may-ari dati o sino ang may-ari dati? Kanino nyo binenta yung shares nyo?
The shares were sold to Mr. Rodrigo Carandang. He was the son of the former owner of the shares of stock in AMCARA.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
So taxes were paid on this transaction? Taxes were paid on this transaction?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
So how much did you sell the shares for?
Mr. Chairman, the transaction was a private transaction, and I'd like to request that we not discuss the details of the transaction in public. However,
You're asking for a franchise here. You don't want to answer the question. It's very relevant to your franchise application.
ABS-CBN, pakisagot po ang mga katanungan ni Congressman REMULLA.
the shares of stock were sold for consideration of 40 million pesos, Mr. Chairman.
40 million pesos. So nagbayad kayo ng tax para doon.
Taxes, all the taxes that were due were paid, Mr. Chairman.
And who is Attorney Anthony Parungaw to ABS-CBN?
Anthony Porongao is not connected with ABS-CBN.
He is an officer of AMCARA.
I do not know, Mr. Chairman.
He is the partner of your internal counsel, Attorney Mario Santos.
Attorney Mario Santos was formerly connected with ABS-CBN, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Parungao is as I know, a partner in the law office of Mr. Santos.
So, for all intents and purposes, they can be dummies of ABS-CBN. Am I reading this right?
They are not dummies of ABS-CBN, Mr. Chairman.
They work for AMCARA. Attorney Veloso and Attorney Parungaw work for AMCARA.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So you are denying that there's any other relationship with AMCARA except that you owned it, 49% of it for 23 years.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And you did not ask Congress, or you did not notify Congress of this special relationship.
No, Mr. Chairman, as was stated earlier, the requirement under the franchise of AMCARA to inform Congress and secure approval is if the controlling interest is transferred.
And until now, the office address of AMCARA is still ABS-CBN compound.
No, Mr. Chairman.
So when was this terminated? 2019?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Well, Mr. Chairman, I think that we have arrived at something important here, that one of the practices of ABS-CBN is to utilize another franchise owned by another group of people, and in utilizing the said franchise, legal arrangements were made to layer the transaction. But obviously, ABS-CBN had control over AMCARA, even with regards to the manner by which contracts are drawn up for the said block time of AMCARA broadcasting. This is only to prove the point, Mr. Chairman, that the bad faith of ABS-CBN permeates this room right now. They did not truthfully answer the questions of this representation. Hindi ho sila nagsabi ng totoo. Sila po ay nagsinungaling na ang AMCARA ay hindi nila naging pag-aari at ito ay hindi na sila ang may-ari ngayon, ngunit sila pa rin ang gumagamit. Parang bahay po yan, Mr. Chairman. Doon sila nakatira sa bahay na yon, yun ang address na yun ang binibigay nila, pero hindi naman sila umuupa, pero andun sila nagbabahay sa bahay na yon. Ano kaya yun, Mr. Chairman? Pare-pareho naman kami abogado rito. Alam po natin ang gawain po ng mga abogado pagdating po sa ganito.